Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor and I'm getting back in the groove. This morning after I do this video, I'm going to watch a show on Netflix called The Magic Pill, I believe. The other day I mentioned to you all that I had some Frosted Flakes for the first time in a long time, and someone emailed me and said how awful that was that I would do such a thing, and said that I need to watch The Magic Pill on Netflix. And I do take suggestions from people out there about, I get all kinds of advice from people about health things and things that are healthy to do. So today I'm watching The Magic Pill because I've heard that is a good show to watch about what you should and should not be eating. That's just as an FYI to you all out there. First, I wanted to show you this Forbes article. This is something that came across yesterday, and I thought this was at least worthy of mentioning because I do believe that there's a good chance that this type of thing could happen, and I'll tell you why I think this type of thing could spark a rally in the markets overall. The next Bitcoin price rally could be sparked by a surprising source. Now, the source that they're referring to is central banks around the world. Well, you know, in my opinion, central banks are probably already buying Bitcoin and digital assets. But if they're not, or even if they do, they'll probably do it over the counter so that when they do it, you won't see the markets move. But it'll be different from other institutions buying it, and the reason is this: when central banks begin to buy digital assets, yes, they'll probably do it where it can't be seen. But my understanding of central banks is that they have an obligation to show you what they are buying and report it publicly. That's the way I understand it. Now, that could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that at some point we would know, we would see documentation of what they bought and see some kind of documentation that they did buy things. I don't know what the disclosure requirements are. But in any event, it would be huge for crypto, and I believe that more and more the governments of the world are starting to understand that this thing is going to happen and is happening. And I believe in Bitcoin's case, it's probably going to make these central banks look at it more and more as a competitor with gold or digital gold as a store of value. And when they do that, they almost have to hold Bitcoin in reserves. And so this is an interesting concept, and there's not a doubt in my mind that they will, but probably already are buying Bitcoin behind the scenes. Next, I just wanted to show you this as it's not just you and I that talk about market manipulation. One of the main reasons that the SEC gave for not having approved a Bitcoin ETF was that, we think that it can be manipulated. That's our primary concern. Well, let me tell you something. Turkey thinks that JP Morgan is manipulating the price of the lira right now. So, should lira trading be illegal in the United States? But what this article is about, is that Turkey's currency has been plummeting, and right around the time in the last, I guess this was the last few days, it was plummeting, and JP Morgan issues some kind of analyst report saying that you should sell it. Well, go figure. You tell me what's going on there. But Turkey is literally, the authorities are literally trying to crack down on, and they're saying that it's misleading and manipulative from JP Morgan to be issuing reports right at the time where it's tanking. And this kind of thing's been going on since the beginning of time by those who are powerful enough to do it. And if you don't think that the digital asset market has this going on right now, and you might, the SEC and some of these organizations in the United States, they might have you believe that it's being manipulated by some nefarious characters or awful people in other countries, but you better believe it's being manipulated by some of the largest institutions that are the most respected by the SEC, probably more so than anyone else. It's called positioning, folks, and that's what's going on. That's what's been going on for the last 15 months. I've said from day one, the digital assets was just a big funny joke for all these institutions. Oh yeah, that's a big nothing, until last December when that happened. When December happened, I've always said that's when they saw it and they said, "Ooh, this is going to happen, and we're not in." And that is when I think the real manipulation started, and ever since then, I believe we've had positioning going on. Well, guess who's been positioning right along with them? The digital asset investor. I've had to ride this thing down. That's fine, because I've been positioning too. And I hope you've either been positioning or that you're holding on strong, because this won't last forever. At some point, they're going to want their investments to do what they've positioned them to do. Okay, next from C3 Nick. He said this. Now, I haven't watched this video yet. I'm going to watch it, but it looks like really good information for all of us to watch. Breaking video released Ripple Regionals APAC 2019 latest trends with Southeast Asia and beyond. Full session, and it's just go to C3 Nick, give him a follow, and watch this video. It's about 31 minutes. Next, this is from Digital Rookie at Digital Rookie. He didn't send me this. He sent me this down here. I'll reference him in a minute because it was funny what he sent me. I'm gonna give you a good laugh. This is from a couple of days ago, I believe, when I was out of town, but this is huge right here, and I don't think I covered it yet. Japan Yahoo-backed cryptocurrency exchange Tatao set for May launch. Tatao, and I'm sure I'm butchering that as usual, folks. Tatao, which is 40% owned by a subsidiary of Yahoo Japan, will initially trade Bitcoin and Ethereum with margin positions available in 3 additional cryptocurrencies: XRP, BCH, and LTC. That is huge, folks. Yahoo's getting in. Now think about this. Yahoo is one of the major finance news sources on Earth right now. So get ready. You're going to see all of them in one way or another getting into this game, whether they're launching crypto news desks or, Forbes has already done it. You're going to see them all do it. Not going to be some, it's going to be all. That's something I've been telling you all along too. XRP Crypto will sent me 3 things today that were good. Hobei Derivative Market, Hobei DM, will launch XRP contracts trading at SGT 18 p.m. March 29th, 2019. That's big because that's one of the biggest exchanges in digital assets. Next, from XRP Crypto, 4 new XRP base pairs just went live on BitTrue Official. So they now have a total of 35 XRP base pairs, and they're still going to keep on adding more and more base pairs later on. So it's never ending with them. These guys have really, you definitely need to go give these guys a follow. It's at BitTrue Official. These guys have been majorly XRP friendly since they opened up. So, and they're adding to it the XRP liquidity left and right. From Darth Ripple, this is about, I very briefly at the Braves game the other day talked about WorldPay. He says, and give him a follow at Ripple Darth. In my opinion, we all make the same logical error. Amazon, Apple Pay, and PayPal are all WorldPay customers. We should focus on WorldPay. Are they using ILP for payments? Are they already testing XRapid for cross-border payments? We should investigate that. And he's tweeting this, which was another series of tweets from him. March 2018, WorldPay and Lian Pay team up to connect China to the world. Lian Pay is a Ripple partner. March 2019, WorldPay is an Amazon partner. Just connect these dots. And then down here, he's tweeting out King Solomon's tweet at XRP_Al. WorldPay and Amazon partnered. Well, WorldPay previously was bought by FIS. And FIS is a Ripple partner. And then these guys, Lien Pay is also a Ripple partner. You can see how this mix is going on. And then he says WorldPay has some interesting customers. And you can look at the integrations with WorldPay down this list, some of the biggest names in payments and finance. Apple Pay, PayPal, QuickBooks. I mean, come on, folks. Do you see where this is going? All right, next. From Michael at VAL5 Links. He sent me this. I'm showing you this for one reason, folks. And that is to say, be careful. Staking startup claims up to 30% returns for just holding crypto. Blockchain staking as a service startup Battlestar Capital says customers can earn a return of up to 30% annually on their idle cryptocurrency holdings. I'm not telling you that this company is legitimate or not legitimate, but I am telling you that I will not be earning 30% up to 30% on my crypto, because when the interest rates go over about 7 or 8%, red flags start going up left and right for the digital asset investor. And when I hear 30%, the red flags are just raised as high as they can go for me. And I'm not saying that this is some horrible company. I'm not saying that they're partnered with Celsius Network. I'm just not comfortable with this personally, okay? You do your own homework on this type of thing. Anytime you see interest rates like that, you do your own homework and be very careful. That's all I'm saying. Okay, next, from King Solomon at XRP_Al sent me this, and I want to make a big point with this. Boris Stuttgart, now I'm probably saying that wrong, but give me a break, it's German, to establish joint venture for digital asset trading with Axel Springer and Finanzen.net. Okay, now this is the second largest stock exchange in Germany, Boris Stuttgart. They've announced plans to create a joint venture for digital asset trading with Axel Springer SE, the largest digital publishing house in Europe, and Finanzen.net portal. Okay, I think the reason for this joint venture is because they must have this digital publishing house must have one huge finance portal and a huge base of customers. That's the way I read this. And I think they're combining Boris Stuttgart's financial technology with some huge customer base is what I believe this is about. Now, I want to draw your attention to something in this article. Since we began talking about Wall Street coming in, you've probably noticed something. Every time it comes up, all they talk about is how this is for institutional trading in digital assets. Look at all of them, just about all of them, with the exception of what's the one that I always talk about on here? Why am I drawing? I think because I'm coming off of vacation. ErisX is the one I'm thinking about. Out of Fidelity Digital Assets, out of BACT, all of the main ones that are coming online from Wall Street, most of them talk about how this is just an institutional trading platform. And they act like they're not even focusing on retail customers. ErisX is the only one that has come out. TD Ameritrade is one of the investors in ErisX, and they have come out and they've said that they're going to try to open this up to all of TD Ameritrade's retail customers. That's the only one. The rest of them have only said, oh, this is just for institutional. Well, that's a bunch of bunk, folks, coming from me. I'm telling you right now, this is not about just having trading for institutions. This is and always has been about opening all of this up to retail investors. The institution talk is just to give them time to get themselves parked. They're going to make the real money, and they've always made the real money on these retail investors that come in once they're able to tell them what to invest in and issue their analyst ratings and their reports. That's when they're going to make their big bucks. So Boris Stuttgart, they're telling you right here that what their aim is. The aim of Boris Stuttgart Group is to focus sharply on retail investors and their needs. Well, if the second largest stock exchange in Germany has plans to go after the retail investors, do you think that Bakkt and all of these digital asset platforms and Wall Street do not have plans to go after the retail investors once they have all their important institutional clients in? Of course they do. That's what this has been about all along. Okay, next I'm going to give you a little laugh as I take you out here. The Digital Rookie sent me this, at Digital Rookie. Just to give you some background, the reason this made me laugh is I come from the generation, we were all on college campuses in about 1993 is when the West Coast rappers arrived to white suburbia. And I'll never forget, it was like overnight, Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre and these type of guys, they showed up on the scene in 1993 at Auburn University, and that music literally caught on like wildfire and took over the entire campus. Everybody was listening to that type of music, and that's when it really transitioned the music industry. It was like a bridge was created between those two different worlds. And so this made me laugh when I read this. In the words of legend, this is from Rotisserie, at XRP is Daddy. In the words of legendary hip-hop artist 2 Chainz, Ripple is looking fresh as hell if the feds are watching. And they're tweeting out an article about, I think it was about the Faster Payments Task Force and how Ripple was involved in that. Well, I'm going to give you one of my own today from back during my day when I was younger, and that is that I believe very soon that you're going to end a day and you're going to be saying this, that today was a good day. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe and hit the like button and tell your friends and family that we're going to have some very good days ahead of us. Thank you for listening.